Hi gang, Jimmy D here, back with free Game Pass Hunters, and in today's video we are going to grab our rewards points by earning an achievement in a Game Pass game called Return to Grace, where we are working towards 100% completion so that we can get the 1000 Gamerscore, or that Platinum Trophy, or whatever you guys get in Steam. If you guys are just starting to follow along, I do offer a chapter select in the descriptions below, as well as a link to my playlist at the end of this video. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start up our game. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Let's go ahead and thanks Xbox for that. Tap our A button, or any button, just to click through the initial cutscenes. Any button to start up our game. And we are going to go with the lighthouse on the current game. We wound up getting our last wish canister, guys. So we're going to head to the right and up the stairs.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around.
And let's go ahead and examine the theremin.
Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
We'll go ahead and use it.
It still works. Well, let's see what I can remember.
And use your left stick.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
And boof.
If it was good enough for Everett,
Put
it's good
it
enough
up
for me.
to
Just
11.
settling into the new job.
Tappy B button. Nice little homage to another movie. And now we're going to go back to the console and use the lever. Which drops down a pod. Go ahead and examine the cavity.
One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. I don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of grace. It is not for you to enter.
Yes,
What else is there for me to
yes,
do here?
control.
You can carry out your duty as keeper
blah.
of the spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
You can go ahead and climb in for now, guys. Logic will be a little bit sarcastic.
Well,
We needed
I
to
fit.
do something before
Now
we
what?
do that.
You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
Press B to exit. What we
There's
really
no way
needed
to
to
raise
do,
this container
guys,
from inside.
is go back to that lever, and use it again. And go back to the cavity. And then
This
climb
is
in.
not allowed, Addie.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Addie.
And we're not in Kansas anymore. Exit the cavity. And then we need to
There must
jump
be millions of wishes stored here.
from
What
drum
can you tell
to
me about this
drum,
place?
guys. It's
Precisely
lineal.
1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when
Let's wait for the
I speak with my voice.
dialogue
Get
to
me closer to
finish.
the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here.
Like I said, guys, it's lineal. We need to head to
I feel
the
like these
center
are meant to be
spire.
moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
And then head to the center spire.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone?
You can examine what you like, guys, but what we need to do is examine this machine right here with the glowing green.
So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central
We need to
processor.
prime the
This
generator.
must be where all those missing parts from the spire have gone. Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
So go ahead and examine it.
This must be the primer.
It is.
You can look at whatever you like, guys, but whatever you examine, he's going to say, we need to prime it. So let's go ahead and prime the generator 3 times, just like we did before.
Whoa.
And that gets
What's
the
it
first
doing?
coil.
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's
3
system
more times
interconnectivity.
for the second
High
coil.
voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
Yep.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
Second coil is primed. Let's go ahead and prime the third.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
So let's turn to the right,
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
and you will see an energy beam right here, guys, and we'll be able to jump to this pod.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
Again, lineal,
I don't
guys.
like being
Can't
Grace?
jump to here,
It will
but
be
we can jump to here.
Who's to say you won't like it?
Now, we have to do a balancing act, guys. And, yep, Pal is going to turn off that electricity. If you fail on the balancing act, you will not fall, but at the end of the balancing act, you might receive a little zap if you do fall. So, let's try not to fall and head across the beam.
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine's sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
Oh, I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you, and I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Do it.
Go ahead and cross the
There I go.
beam. If you do lose your balance and have to climb up, guys,
How you
the
doing, pal?
dialogue will be
So
different.
far, so good. Oh, keep moving.
And, yep.
Well done. Hold on, Addie.
Please hurry.
You'll have to move, Addie.
I can't hold it.
Hurry, Addie.
You did it, pal. I'm super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
So let's go ahead and head down here to where that beam is. And examine.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You
Use
should
it.
be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
And there is a target, basically, on that central spire.
That's
Aim
it.
it towards there. And
you should
we're
now
done.
be able to lock in empathy by closing
Boof.
the switch on Everett's
Don't
machine.
cross the streams.
It was really cool doing things with you.
Another movie
Even if some of it was
montage.
a little boring.
Easter egg.
Thanks, pal.
Maybe next time we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's
Who
caution.
do you
I
call?
guess. But then
Ghost
we'll always wonder what you might have
Hunters.
missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Ghostbusters. My bad.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
So let's go ahead and jump across so that we can prime that last again, guys, it's lineal. Head to the green generator and all 3 coils are primed. So let's examine the switch.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed, but I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
Use the switch.
You really are the best, Daddy.
Use the lever. Left stick
Well, that's
to raise
finally
the
over.
switch.
We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
And poof, we got our save icon. So at this point, guys, we can go ahead and pause our game. Quit to the main menu. Quit our game. Turn in our rewards for the day. Oh, we have a weekly to turn in as well. And a monthly for 500 points. At home. And for continued rewards, continued achievements and trophies, and continued videos, guys, you know what buttons to press. But as always, have a great day. See ya!